Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our start from scratch run here on Elm Creek. And yeah, let's just get right into this. I recorded the first few episodes yesterday. This is a new day for me. I have not been able to play offline to kind of figure some things out. Hopefully sometime this week I'll get to play a little bit more offline to at least learn a little bit and kind of maybe get us a little bit of a shortcut, more or less, although it's not too big of a deal to, I think, to learn with you guys, I hope. We have this field right here, prepped and ready to be cultivated and seeded. In fact, we have our seeder ready to rock and roll over here. In fact, I think that is actually the very next thing we want to be doing, is bringing you, let me zoom out my camera a little bit, bringing you across to be over here and start seeding some stuff. We'll probably get our workers started seeding while I bring the other tractor over to start plowing up the potatoes. Because, yeah, I mean, as you guys saw in the last episode, I knew something, like I knew it, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong, and so I was like, let's try it anyway. And unfortunately, I should have just stuck with my gut and been like, nope, that's not gonna work. That's all right. It is what it is. We wasted a tiny bit of money, not too much, and we can get a lot of that money back. I haven't done any contracts. Actually, one thing I was thinking between episodes is that when I was fast forwarding time to get to the new day, I should have at least finished off the contracts that were available yesterday to make it easier for us to just have a little bit of money coming in. I'm gonna start on. Well, I guess I can start over here. I can start over here. No big deal. What kind of crop do we want to plant? Actually, I hadn't thought about that. I don't think I'm going to do sorghum. Sorghum is cool. I like sorghum. I like the idea of sorghum, I guess. But my problem with sorghum, I think, is that it's not a straw crop. And I do like the straw crops. I feel like you get a tiny bit of kind of supplemental money. I mean, it may all math out to about the same, but I wanted to kind of keep getting some straw for at least a little bit longer while we've got the equipment over there anyway. So that leaves what? Barley, wheat. Is it just barley and wheat? Let's see. How do we change the seeders? Flex lead. Wheat, barley, oat. Wheat, barley, and oat. And I don't know that it really matters one way or the other. What are we in the season for right now? I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Bear with me. I'm going to learn the buttons eventually. We are in planting season for wheat and barley, not oat. Or canola, obviously, but canola is also not a straw crop. So wheat or barley? Wheat or barley? I'm going to say barley just because we can harvest it a little bit sooner. Maybe that's a good reason. Arguably wheat would be better because then we could harvest it and go right into planting right after. I mean, any major price difference here? I mean, there's obviously a volume difference from the crops, so it's going to be kind of hard to see the price difference, but I think they're supposed to be similar. What about, maybe another better thing would be, are they both January price fluctuations? Is that the current price, that line, and it tells us how close it is to the highest price? Is that what that's telling us? Huh. I was not expecting that because it's not even close to January. I just assumed the price was going to keep going up. I don't know. Maybe some places are actually giving us like a January, almost like for this one, maybe, for example, maybe it's the Goldcrest Valley's giving us close to a January price for it. That might be exactly what that's telling us. Well, interesting. Okay, well, something to think about. I wish there was actually a dollar amount here that would tell us a little bit better about what these actually were telling us, what these actually represented. But that's okay. Excuse me, sorry for the yawn. Wheat or barley? Wheat or barley? I don't know if it really matters, does it? I don't think there's any major difference here. You know what, I'm going to do wheat. Wheat's the good old staple, good old fashioned whatever. I'll just do some wheat. In fact, we've already got set up for wheat right now. So we're just going to go ahead and hire the worker to start. What? No field found. How is this not a field? Why is this not a field? What? What? This isn't a field. Why is this not a field? Do we have to actually cultivate it first? Okay, well, let's bring the cultivator over here and find out if we have to cultivate first. We got this little cultiplow over here. I think it's actually technically called a cultivator. Let's see, what is it actually called? Because I'm curious. It's a subsoiler. But it subsoil prepares the field for next sowing. It can be used instead of a plow. I mean, it's a subsoil, so it's not actually a cultivator even. But maybe we need to do this first. I don't feel like with wheat and stuff we used to have to do this kind of thing, but we're going to try it. We won't know until we try. Remind me when I get over here to pick up the weight. Oh, I did add some, a couple extra mods to the game. There's a few things that Giants has added. They've added a few like small tractors, stuff like that. Like for example, they added this one right here, this Fiat back here, which I have used several times. I actually like this Fiat quite a bit. And I just realized something, by the way. So I did something, and I probably should have done this a long time ago. I put a couple Post-it notes on my screen so that I could see where my camera was relative to the information that I was showing you guys. And I can see now that you guys cannot see the horsepower and all those doodads. So I apologize for that. Is there a better place to stick my head? Like if I put it right here, you can see the horsepower. I can stick it in the corner, but it covers up the information from the horsepower, the miles per hour, and all that kind of stuff. Over there, I have lots of places to put my camera. I've set this up. It covers up the map, which you guys might not care about as much. It might be okay to cover up the map. I just realized the map one is a little bit higher than the other ones as far as like where it is relative to the screen. I honestly don't know. Honestly, I feel like I don't have one for just the left where I'm at right now. I have one for that like little section, but I don't have one for the opposite section in the exact same place. I'll play with it after this episode. Let me just get through this episode. Apologize for any weirdness. But yeah, so like I said, there's a few extra tractors in there. That orange Fiat I actually like a lot. It's a nice little tractor. It's not too expensive. I probably would have bought that one had it been available when I was picking out some of these other tractors, but I'm not going to sell back now. All right, let's see here. Can I do anything now with this little tractor? I mean, it's a weird message. Okay, so I can. Okay. I guess it's not the message I feel like we usually get. Like no field found. That doesn't feel like the right message, but it's all right. We'll let this guy get ahead of there a little bit, and then we hopefully can now plant seed, maybe. Guess we'll find out very quickly. I think when I'm doing this kind of stuff, where my camera is okay. Because I mean, I'm blocking a little bit of the bottom of the tractor, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. I mean, I could put it over on the right-hand side or something like that, but like above the miles per hour and things, and that might not be a bad spot for this game. I'll play around with it later. I would start going. Let me let the other guy get another pass. Actually, you know, I'll just let him get another pass real quick, and then we will we'll see if we can get this rolling here in a second. Get out of his way. Or hers. I can't see from here. Why did I think this thing cultivated too? The one we have right now is the seeder. A cultivator prepares the seed for next sowing. We have to subsoil as well. I don't know. Not sure if I was expecting that. Did we have to just do that in FS19? I'm gonna be honest. It's been so long since I played FS19 now, and I'll be honest. Another side effect of that is my memory's not great these days. I've got issues. I think I've mentioned before. I have pretty bad migraines, and one of the side effects of my migraines, and I'm not trying to like, make anybody feel bad. Everybody's got their problems, all right? My problems are not any worse than anybody else's. In fact, there's probably a lot of people with way worse problems. But for my situation, I have pretty bad migraines, pretty much all the time. And one of the side effects I've noticed of my migraines is that my memory is not quite as good as it used to be, which is very, frustrating and disappointing. But so if I do forget things, I'm hoping that you guys will give me a little bit of grace. It's just because I haven't done it recently. Thankfully, it's not like my memory's completely gone. I'm not like completely, bad with things. It's just some things, like the exact order of equipment that I to run on this. I don't remember exactly what the order is. I know most of the basics still, obviously. It's not that hard to remember, but there are a few things that I'm just like, okay, wait a minute. Did I used to do the subsoiler between? I don't remember doing it. But maybe I did, and I just forgot. So there you go. I'm not trying to make anybody, I'm not trying to find pity or anything like that. I just explanation. That's all I'm trying to get by is an explanation of why. Oh, there's stones. I thought, Okay, well now I should realize that I should have done the little stone thingy too. See, I hadn't seen the stones up until now, so I thought, well, maybe the stones aren't going to pop up. But I guess when that other thing runs over, it's what kind of digs up some of the stones, and we might want the roller to push them back down. Is that what we would want? I'm assuming we don't want the roller to run right now because we've already got the crop growing. Or we already got the crop planted. You know what I'm going to do? We're not that far along. And I'm a little worried. That might be even why he's slowing down, actually. Or maybe that's just something else entirely. I'm going to let him finish this pass. And I'm going to cancel him. And then I'm going to pull it over here, drop this thing off. I might waste a little bit of seed, but I'd rather waste a little bit of seed, get this done right, than anything else. So, should I have done the roller before the subsoiling? Now, that's the thing that is new. So, obviously, I would not have gotten that from FS19 because we didn't have little rocks on the field in FS19. How much is a little stony thing, a roller? It is... Rollers right up there. Rollers. Oof. Oh, my. That is not cheap. I'm going to have to lease this thing just to even see if it does what we think it's going to do. It's not ideal, but I don't even know if this is the right thing. All of this part right here is obviously all new to me, so probably all new to you guys as well. Although by the time you've seen this episode, I think this is number 6, maybe. You guys might have already figured it all out. So, actually, truth be told, by the time this goes live, I will probably have had a bit of an offline session with a friend of mine that I play games with a lot, and we would have probably figured it out by then as well. So, I will know more by the time this episode goes live, but that's all right. We'll zip over here. We'll pick this thing up. Oh, I forgot to get the front weight for that other tractor. Seems like it's doing fine without it, so I'm not too worried about it, but I will try to remember to pick it back up here in a little bit. Oop, a little too fast. What was the horsepower for this thing? I think it was 150. Least items. It is 180. I know you can't see because of my head, but I can move I can see through the little sticky note. Yeah, actually it says 160. 160. So this tractor, it's just barely below what it needs to be, but I think it'll still be able to do it. This thing looks pretty wide once it unfolds. Wish there was maybe there was a cheaper version that I just missed. Let me check real quick. Is there like a different thing? Spaders. What is a spader? Okay, it can be used instead of a plow. Okay, interesting. Grassland care, we don't need that. So we already got the mulcher. Oh, there's a stone picker. Oh. And that actually gives us stones. Oh, I actually like that better. Right? Don't I? I think. Can I sell the stones somewhere? Stone pickers are used to remove stones from the field. I mean, you know what? I'm going to lease this one. We're going to release them both, see which one we like, and then we might actually buy one. I think I'm actually going to like that more than I like this thing. I don't think this thing is quite what I was wanting. It just says it improves the stuff. I don't know the difference. This is all new to me. All completely new to me. So, I mean, obviously it would be because it's new to FS22. Don't know why I'm stating the obvious there. We're going to try the stone picker first. I feel like that's a little bit more logical for what we're doing. And also quite a bit cheaper. So, if we do end up buying this, then I think it'll work out really good for us. It's interesting that it's off to the side like that. I guess that lets your tractor not roll over the stones itself. I guess you didn't want your tractor to smush them in, maybe? I don't know. Maybe there's no reason. Maybe it's a completely unrelated. Turn on stone picker. Unfold stone picker. All right. We'll find out. At least the guy will be done subsoiling, plowing. I mean, it's not actually plowing, but it's doing the purpose of plowing, I guess. Does that show up, by the way? The current quality or the current state of the field. Does that show up in some form or fashion? Let's see here. We can see the growing already, which we're about to potentially get rid of that. No big deal. No, it just says cultivated. Even seed. What's seed bed versus... Some of these things I'm not sure if I completely know what they are. All right, let's see if this does what we want. All right, well, he's off to the side a little bit more than... it did fold out more than I thought it was going to. Let me just see if I can... I don't care about destroying my potatoes. I don't think you can actually destroy potatoes themselves. I think you destroy the tops, right? I don't know if you can actually... Maybe you can. I don't know. Doesn't like that. No field found, huh? Is it because I've already put seed down? What if I backed off over here to the middle? Where I know I haven't put any seed down. Okay, so he does do it here. Okay, let me just cancel him. Let me just back you up. So it is because of the seed. Well then, let's just see if I can find the edge of the seed. And I will just deal with a couple of rows of seed over there. Not a big deal. All right, right about here maybe. So we're going to have some parts that have stones on it. It doesn't look like it's I mean, it looked like it just passed over some stones and didn't do anything to them. Like these right here. Is it going to pick those up? It doesn't look like it's actually picking those up. I mean, it is picking up some stones. Don't get me wrong. But... Where are you going, buddy? You just go turn around way back there. You going over to the left? Because then you're not gonna be able to get anything done, buddy. You are. Are you gonna keep going or are you gonna stop? I actually can't tell what he's doing. I think he moved over the correct direction a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think he ended up over here. I can't tell that he's actually picking up. Okay, no, he is picking up some, right? Okay, yeah, there's definitely no stones over here now. Maybe these over here are just still here because of the seed, and there's nothing we can do about it. But it looks like he is picking up the ones over here. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fine. Let's come over here and let's have you. For one, I'm going to grab your weight just in case it makes any difference on your traction and ability to do things. I mean, I honestly don't even know what we're going to do with the stones. Can we sell them? Can we make a pile of them? Make a fort? Like, I don't know. What can we do here? Build a wall. All right. Let's start plowing this up, or at least subsoiling it up. Oh, there's some bigger stones over here. Or maybe those are just really big taters. Is that a big old potato? No, I think it's a stone. All right. Needs plowing, but needs actual plowing probably. It's going to need actual plowing, isn't it? Oh, I mean, it makes sense, but I was hoping we could get away with it. Or no, wait a minute. It's actually fertilized because of we're putting the crop down. It doesn't say that it needs plowing. Maybe it was just in that one section. No, it definitely says it here. Let me let him go another pass and we'll see. I mean, it makes sense that you would need to do more of a deep plow after potatoes, but this piece of equipment actually says that you do not need to plow, or it does the same thing as plowing. And I like the flat back things better than the actual plows, to be honest. No, over here it doesn't say it. I think it was just a weird, like maybe it was just overlapping with some of the stuff next to us. Okay, so we should be good. All right, so that's that. Stone dude still picking up stones. Yeah. I mean, we're getting stuff done, but maybe not the stuff I was hoping we'd get done. What else do we need to do? Let's go check out contracts while we're waiting for some of this stuff to get done, actually. Contracts are going to be over here. Contracts. There's quite a few contracts. Baling on 13. Cultivating. Fertilizing. Fertilizing is usually pretty easy. Oh, I see they have broken down in categories. I see that now. I was like, why are all the fertilizings together? Because they are together. Sowing, spraying. Spraying is usually really easy as well. More than likely what we're going to do is we are going to hire somebody. Or not hire somebody, rent the equipment. Just to make it a little bit easier for us. I mean, I like the baling money, but I can't hire help to help us with that. Field 31, plowing. Use your own equipment or release equipment for a reward reduced by $1,200. I mean, it does cut into it a lot, but I don't have an actual, I mean, I have the plow that I'm using, I guess. How big is field 31? Field 31 is actually right next to us. But it is massive compared to what we're using. So what kind of equipment would you give me? Pretty big plow. Pretty big tractor that you guys can't see because of my head. That's actually a really nice tractor too. I'm moving the post-its so I can cheat and see. I mean, we could do it with what we've got and save ourselves some money, but it just wouldn't get done as fast. Oh, you're not happy with people being in the way. Sorry, let me get out of your way, my friend. Sorry. Like they're both going to get stuck here in a second. They're going to have to pirouette around each other. Oh, look at that little dance they just... Look at that. They actually got... Oh, he just crashed into him. Dude, watch out. Mr. Mustache. What was that, my friend? Oh, man, look at your hair. Look at that. Love it. Okay, sorry. The uniqueness of the people now. These are some big old rocks over here. These are some massive rocks. I'm getting myself distracted. But at least this field is getting cleaned up of rocks, so that's good, other than where we've seeded. All right. I think we're going to have to rent equipment because our equipment's going to be busy for a little while longer, right? Because we've got to pick up rocks on this other field. We've got to seed both fields. We've got to finish the plowing over here. I think we're just going to take the reduced pay and still at least get something. At least getting a contract running will mean that we get some money at some point, right? Like that's kind of how that works. What about field 69 here? How big is that and where is that? It is down here. It's pretty big as well. It's actually probably about the same size. I think it actually tells us on here, doesn't it? 4.45 versus 3.94. All right, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to borrow the items. Just to get something. It's not going to be a lot, but it's something. Can we do more than one? Just because I'm curious. How many can we do? I'm going to go crazy here. Let's do this plowing. What? Okay. Not expected at all. I'm going to forget who's what. I should have done different things. Okay. Let's go find our new equipment. I was not expecting that. All right, you are... Okay, wait a minute. Who does what? I don't know if it really matters at the end of the day. I feel like this New Holland goes with the... Let's see. Because that was my little piece of equipment that I had over here that I should have returned already, to be honest. I don't know if it matters, but I think... Can we see which equipment? No, we can't see the equipment. I was just shocked that we could do more than one, and so I was not setting things up properly. You are obviously going to be doing the fertilizing because you have the narrow tires, and you probably have front weight. Yeah, everybody's got a front weight. So let's go get your front weight. I don't know if it matters which one is yours. My guess is yours is the smaller one back here because the plowing probably needs a bigger front weight. If I had to guess. We'll grab this little weight. What's the trailer for? I'm not sure. And just the fertilizer right here. Is that not the fertilizer? Why am I not? It looks like fertilizer. Why am I not filling up fertilizer here? Am I still not close enough? I'm confused. I'm actually really confused. Why am I not getting fertilizer? Is it the wrong tractor? No, it can't be because you would not plow with a narrow-wheeled tractor like this. I can't imagine why you would. What? Okay, well, let's grab one of these other guys. Get them set up, ready to go. I think the two plows are the exact same, aren't they? They look like they are. No. Why did you not attach? Was I just that far out of range? There we go. All right, fix that. And I don't know which one you were, but it doesn't matter. We're going to put you on field, probably 69 over there. I'm not sure about the fertilizing. We'll have to figure that one out here in a minute. Where's that? Oh, that's the seed. Never mind. That's the leftover seed I had from earlier because I bought 1,000 and I can only fill up 600. That's right. I forgot that was still sitting there. So I have to buy fertilizer, which can typically make the fertilizing ones not necessarily profitable, but we'll figure it out. I'm pleasantly surprised that we can take more than one contract. That is actually a big deal. It makes, oh, it's going to make such a big difference. Now, whether or not the wages, the cost of the wages now is too much to make a profit still on buying a whole bunch of contracts, or if you're just better off just doing them all yourself, I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. My favorite contracts are the harvesting contracts. Because if it still works the way it did in FS29 or FS19, you can harvest and sell enough to finish the contract and then have some crop left over that you can sell for yourself to make a little extra. All right, 69 coming up. Let's get this guy started, and then we will figure it out from there. We're gonna make it. We made it. I was like, we'll just go for it. I'm gonna start on the far, long side, I think. Oh, that's a cool little tunnel there. Or not tunnel, tunnel. Cool little underpass is what I'm trying to say. Not a lot of tractors are going to fit under there, but this one might actually fit. All right, let's rotate plow, put it on the right-hand side. I guess probably all right. We'll just get you set up over here. All right, that'll work. We'll do this. I'm missing a little bit of a line, but we don't need the whole thing to count. And if we have to come back and do that line, we will. All right, so you're doing that. You are done with your job, so you can come up here and drop this thing off. Tempted to plow up our little bit of seed here. You know what? I might. Just because I kind of want to get those stones off and just have a clean slate. So I can know exactly how much we have available to us. How much crop we have available to us is what I'm trying to say. Because if we're not at 100% efficiency, then it's going to be a little bit hard to determine, what that would be. I mean, it's not like it's going to be that far off with 2 lines worth done. But let's just be completionists here. Let's just make it basically perfect. We'll do 2 passes of this, and then we will reseed here in a bit. Not waste too much seed, which is fine. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and put a cut in there. I just realized we're a bit over time, but having fun. I'm still figuring it out, but I am having fun. So hopefully you guys are as well. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.